What's up, you guys? This is Jay Young2 back with another video, and in this video, of course, if you saw the title, then we're going to be discussing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. If there's one team that I never really imagined in this entire existence of actually being successful, that team would be the Cleveland Cavaliers. Luckily enough, though, the Cleveland Cavaliers over the past few seasons have been drafting really good, and obviously that has shown now, especially this season with the guys who they have on their team. But when you look at the past, of course, I mean, we knew what the Cleveland Cavaliers were. I mean, they were a team that, they always drafted high. They always had high picks in the NBA draft, but they never really hit on them. But like I said earlier, in these past few years, the Cleveland Cavaliers, luckily enough, have had success on their hands, and now they have a team that looks like they can be destined to be something great and have a really, really bright future ahead of them. If there's someone who I want to talk about first, that guy has to be Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley this season for the Cleveland Cavaliers, he's already leading the way when it comes to possibly winning Rookie of the Year this season. When you look at his overall impact on the court, it speaks for itself. Cavaliers are 8-2 when Mobley blocks at least 2 shots, 8-3 when he grabs 9 or more rebounds, 7-3 when he scores at least 15 points. Takes full responsibility of protecting the paint on the offensive end and defensive end of the basketball court. Him and Jared Allen both look like a great duo. But looking at Evan Mobley specifically, this guy, he can guard pretty much any position you put him on. He can guard point guards. Simple. I mean, this guy is going out and doing things at the center position that we've never really seen. And Evan Mobley, for the longest time, we knew that some people really didn't think that he will turn out to be a good player. He was just a really skittish, kind of quiet type of player. But looking at him now, this guy obviously looks like the team's best player for their future, and a guy who's going to be an all-star level player. Not only that, but this team has several other all-star caliber players. Looking at his fellow partner in crime, Jared Allen. Jared Allen this season looks like an all-star. What all he's been able to do this season for this Cleveland Cavaliers team. Alone, he's shooting 71% from the field. That's very, very, very impressive. Garland is another guy who looks like a borderline all-star level player this season. I mean, we all know his potential and how great of a player he can be. His playmaking abilities on the showcase, his scoring ability, his shooting. Every part of his game is showing this season for this Cleveland Cavaliers team. And I mean, when you look at him, the argument has been said that who is going to be the future of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And right now, the way it's looking, it looks like Darius Garland is truly the answer. We talked about him and Colin Sexton in the past, and he's out, of course, for the rest of this season with a torn meniscus. But the Cleveland Cavaliers are playing better without him, and that's saying a lot right now for this team, especially missing a guy who was pretty much your leading scorer on your team, but they're still better without him on the court. It's really huge for this Cleveland team if you say that to me, and that's basically saying right there that Colin Sexton may be a guy. He's a restricted free agent, I believe, this season anyway, but he's probably going to leave Cleveland if this is continue to happen. Their success without him, and they really have been in the talks, of course, for the longest of trading him, and that may also happen this offseason. Oh no, this Cleveland Cavaliers team plays really big with some of the guys who they have on the roster, and they have Larry Marketing as well. With him, Jared Allen, and of course Evan Mobley, this team, it's working. This big trio is working. Many people, of course, were questioning what this trio actually worked, and it's actually paid off for this Cleveland Cavaliers team. And when you look at the Cleveland Cavaliers overall, I mean, a lot of that can be said too with these guys, their impact, Mobley and Allen on the defensive end of the court. The Cleveland Cavaliers ranked this season 3rd in defensive rating compared to last season where they ranked 25th, I believe. So Isaac Okoro is another part of their defensive impact, especially on the perimeter end of the basketball court. So this team, not only do they have great rim protection, but they have pretty solid as well perimeter defending. Made this team so successful this season. And on the offensive end, last season they were one of the worst ranked offensive teams in the entire NBA. I believe they ranked 28th. This season they're 19th, so that's a big increase compared to where they were last season. But they're still a pretty decent overall offensive team, ranking around the bottom among the NBA in that category somewhat still. But when you look at this team, all the draft picks that they still have, and the future of many of these guys on their teams, and you look at their potential, this team is going to be going places really soon. I mean, and you add on to the fact that Kevin Love, his contract is going to be done when I believe in the year 2023. This team is going to have a lot of room to really grow their roster, and really they're going to have 2 guys who are all-star level players, possibly 3 with Isaac Okoro. You can never know with his development how far he can come as well. But you have a guy in Evan Mobley who's going to be a legit player. You have Darius Garland who's going to be a legit player. And I know that by this time, of course, Colin Sexton will not definitely be on this team. I believe that they're going to try to get him out of their Cleveland this season. And if not, really this season, because he's a restricted free agent this season, I believe. So they're definitely going to get him out this year. And you build around Evan Mobley and Darius Garland. These 2 guys are going to be the future of this Cleveland Cavaliers team. But it's really great to see that the Cleveland Cavaliers have built an identity without having LeBron now on the team. Because if we all remember, LeBron was the savior of the Cleveland Cavaliers for 11 long years of play in Cleveland. Came in as the man, and he mostly came in, especially on his second run, as the savior of that team. He helped lead them to an NBA championship. He helped them during the hard times, even coming back and winning a championship for them. And it's good to see that this team has finally really got everything together, drafting really smart players on their roster, and building something that is going to last now for a new decade of basketball. And, you know, they're 4th in the Eastern Conference. And, you know, I don't know if their success is going to last this long for the remaining of the season. But they also have the 6th strongest schedule, I believe, this entire NBA season in general. And to see them play at this level as a team that is considered a team that is in the rebuilding phase, that's very, very impressive. But they are just a few pieces away from legit being a championship contender. They have great role players right now on this team, but they also have, of course, great star level players right now on this team as well. And the Larry Market and the Evan Mobley and the Jared Allen duo still seems to work. But I wouldn't be surprised if they make some moves in trading away Larry Market, because teams are going to start to follow what they're doing. Because, you know, this is very similar to what the Lakers did when they won their championship, played really big. And I believe that what they're going to do is possibly get rid of Market, and maybe. We never know. But if they don't, then this team is still going to have these big guys on their team, and it's going to possibly work still. But wouldn't be surprised if teams start to catch up with what they're doing. Overall, I really do enjoy the success, what I'm seeing from the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I do hope that their future still remains very, very bright. But I hope you guys enjoyed this brief video today. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.